Good morning, everybody, and happy Monday. Good morning to you all. If you're here in the Discord or in the YouTube chat, go ahead and say what's up. Let's see who's with us this morning. We have Driss, SW, Fast Scooby, GC, Wolf, Master of Essence. Welcome. Good morning. Julius, HD, Futures Trading Today. SW, if you wouldn't mind dropping a total for us. S. Redberg, a Silent Alec, Franco, Dustin, Stevie, Potamus, Mark, John, Luna, Cyrus, RTR, Shawnee McVonney, The Duke, Kenco, Davey Edge, Ghost Trader, M2. Good morning, Decline. Good morning, Daniel. Good morning, G-Dub, Dan Brook. Good morning, Fun Tasty, John, Silent NW Part 2, Friendy, Vincent, Seth Ruffler. Good morning, good morning. Good morning, Viking Trader, Sadek, Marcello. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Angia, Ricky, Texan Trader, 10X Trades, John, Igor, Tattooed Theist, Ruski, One Time, Jims, James, OBP, Charles, Alfred. Good morning, Jeff, Rufus, Alexandre, Lone Wolf, Abandoned Baby, Richard, Sapadilla, Will, Jordy, Richard, Souza, Noah. Good morning, good morning, good morning. How's everybody doing? KG, Dana, good to see you. Sunrise Driver, good morning. Waleed, Umer, Joe, good morning, everybody. Well, if you're looking for a jam-packed news schedule, I hate to break it to you, it's not going to be today. That's not going to be your day today. In fact, this whole week is really, it's kind of lacking in the news department. We have a couple of things that are going to be released this week, but nothing very impactful. Good morning, Sir Noodles. Angel, good morning to see you. Wow, give it up for SW. He traded it up and made $55,000 in the London session there. Good morning, Bill. Good morning, Danny. Good morning, good morning. Good morning, Raymond. What a trading session there. Trader Joe, Angel, Sir Noodles. Good to see you all. Yeah, so we don't have a... Damn! That's my reaction, too. We don't have a lot of news that's going to be coming out this week. Let's review and tap into the schedule here. Let's see what we have. Good morning, Silly. Let's see what we have on the docket here. So today, like I said, there's no U.S. news that's going to be coming out. We do have... Turning down my squawks here. They're yapping. We do have a Treasury bill auction. We have a 3 and 6 month bill auction that's due out today at 11:30. But that's pretty much it in the way of real news that's going to be out today. However, we do have some Fed speakers that are going to be out today. Question is, hey, Rips, how long does it take to get to the center of a Tootsie Pop, to get to your XFAs after passing a combine? Great question. If you pass a combine on Friday, well, then let's say you paid for it right away. There's a good chance that you're probably going to receive that XFA into your account today, probably around, I'd say maybe sometime between 9 a.m. and noon Eastern time, around there. But you would have needed to pay the activation fee almost immediately. If you lag on paying that activation fee, I believe they have a queue. So depending on how many people passed on Friday, I'm assuming that you passed on Friday. So if you paid right away, then there's a good chance you'll have it sometime before. I would say the latest that you're going to get that today is about 1 p.m. Eastern time. I would say that's probably going to be your latest time. I've never really seen it take longer. Safely saying tomorrow, yeah, I think you're going to get it today as long as you paid for it on time there. So, yeah, it's if you pay immediately, it's pretty quickly there. Dustin, I'm no rush getting mine. There you go. Gabriel asks, how many accounts can I copy trade? You can copy trade as many combine accounts as you want on Top Step. If you want to trade on any other of these firms out there, I'm sure you can check their rules. I know about Top Step that on Top Step you can trade as many combines as you want, but when we're talking about the funded stuff, XFAs and live funded, well, live funded, you can't pick and choose, right? You get called up to a live if you're trading really, really well. But then at the funded level, XFAs, you can trade a maximum of 3 of those. Big Kahuna says, speaking of that, I passed my first 150K combine in Top Step X on Friday. Let's go. Yeah. That's what I'm talking about. Welcome, Strictly Trade Biz. Good to see you on the chat, VIPs here. That's what I'm talking about. So, folks, if you didn't know this, today is the final day that you can actually get, you can see my blue banner up there in the top corner. It says start trading Top Step for just $19. That's gonna be the last time that you see that, probably for quite some time. I can't imagine that they're gonna bring this promotion back anytime soon. So if you were interested in getting started on Top Step, there's a link that I have pinned to the top of the chat. Well, I did. I guess I don't anymore. Let me pin this to the top of the chat here. But there's a link that I have pinned to the top of the chat, which is now pinned. If you click that link and you use coupon code TOPSTEPX, just one word, you can get a $50K account for as low as $19. It will rebill at that date, $19 a month, until you pass. Once you pass, it's the one lifetime fee for the XFA. But yeah, if you've never traded on Top Step before, if you've ever wanted to start trading futures, you shouldn't be trading your own money, especially if you're new to this. But there's no company that's going to take care of you like Top Step. So if you haven't taken advantage of that deal yet, you can do it with 10 accounts, right? You can do it with 10 accounts. Adam says, any advice? I've purchased 3 50K combines over the past few days and I've almost passed one. Should I buy another couple just to have it in the wings, the $19 deal? So Adam, the thing is, I've been trading on Top Step since last July. I think July. Yeah, it sounds about right. And I've seen them do a sale on accounts. I think it's the second time that I've seen it. The second time. So, it's up to you. I don't want to force you to do anything. I want to tell you to do anything. It's your money. You should spend it any which way you want. But I'm just saying, I don't really see Top Step doing deals. There's other companies out there that do these deals and do other things like that. But I've never really seen, I'm pretty sure this is the second time that we've seen that sale. So I would say, if you're interested in trading on Top Step, I would take advantage of the deal while it's there. It would be, I would be excited to see them if they're going to extend it. But so you have until today at midnight, Chicago time is when they cut that deal off. So that's going to be at what? I guess 8 p.m. Pacific time. And what is that? 11 p.m. or whenever. Anyway, it's going to end today. Nice. There you go, GC Wolf. 2 combine short GC. Hey, there you go. Trading on Top Step X. There you go. Also, I do believe that they have the mobile platform coming out at this week sometime. I'm going to be on Top Step TV tomorrow, so I'll be able to. And Island Mike is no longer Island Mike. He should be back in the mix here. So yeah, I'm going to be asking all of your questions. So if you guys and gals have any questions for Mr. MP, I can ask him. Let's see. Is there any, did the resets renew monthly at 19? Yeah, that's the best part. It renews at $19 a month until you pass. So Jekko, that's for you too, is Top Step X promotion for 1 month. No, it just keeps rebilling at $19 a month until you pass. And you can do this with up to 10 accounts, right? You can do this with the promotions for up to 10 accounts. So the $19 for the 50K, and then the 100K is discounted to $69, and the 150K is discounted to $119. It will rebill at that until you pass the account. So until you pass the account. The Replicanto code, let me drop that for you. Nightbot's going to assist you with that. But the Replicanto code, I think it's MC20 or Clubhouse 20. Let's see what my Nightbot says. Clubhouse 20. There you go. So you just type in the code Clubhouse 20 to get that 20% off. Yeah, mobile this week, which is insane. And again, there's going to, if this is just being released, this is going to be crazy. Like being able to trade mobile. I know you can do it like via a web browser, but trading on mobile, it's going to be great. By the way, I see folks talking about gold. There's GC coming down right now. We were up at 24.50 even around that area. Now trading 24.27-ish. Pretty crazy there. Ask Island Mike when Top Step X is going to have order management more like the way like Ninja ATMs. So they do have, Todd, they do have a bracket orders right now, but it's not as flexible as what you can do on Ninja Trader yet. I got the 119, but the rebill was 149. Reach out to support. It should rebill all the time at 119 until you pass for that Top Step X promotion. So yeah, reach out to support there. Any update on more XFA copy trading accounts allowed? I can ask Island Mike tomorrow. That would be, he's the one who's going to be dictating that. There's no way he could have been rebuild. That's true. That is true. Now that I think about that. Yeah, what are you talking about? Yeah, what are you talking? You're trying to stir things up over here. I was just thinking about that too. There's no way. It's literally impossible. What are you talking about? Get out of here. He almost got away with it. It's in his name. That's really funny, actually. Yeah, resets are different. I mean, if you press the reset button, of course the account's going to reset and you're going to get charged full price. But it resets every single month. It's in his name. That's too funny. He almost got away with it. Rips just ordered a Stream Deck, 15 buttons. How many sub-menus, extra pages does it have? It's unlimited. You can make unlimited number of pages and buttons in there. So, yeah. You can do an unlimited number of buttons. You can do an unlimited number of pages. That's all controlled via software. The 15 buttons is great. I use the 32 keys myself. So, yeah, if you're going to press that reset button, that will charge you the full price. But if you wait all the way until rebill, then guess what? You're not going to have any kind of high price resets or anything like that. I can't. It's in the name too. Rose, what software do you use to show your P&L? Ninja Trader. That is Ninja Trader. It is the window called Trade Performance, the Trade Performance window. So that's what I'm using, Trade Performance window in Ninja Trader. Sweet, thanks. Watch a lot of YouTube video reviews and none of them mention this. Yeah, it's a great piece of software. Big fan of it. And yeah, it's Stream Deck's great. I've been using Stream Deck for, I want to go back and look how long it's actually been, but I used to use Stream Deck when I was trading on Dash Trade. I think I even used it back on the TD days a little bit, but their hotkeys left a lot to be desired. Dash Trader Pro and what was the other one? Oh, the big one that I used. It's the one that a lot of institutional traders use it, but not Dash Trader, but oh my gosh, I'm drawing a blank. I need some more Celsius this morning, but it was another one I traded on all the time. Great piece of software, very fast. No, it wasn't eSignal. Good golly, I don't know why I can't remember it, but great trading platform. Sterling, thank you, Philip. You got it. Thank you. Sterling, thank you. I don't know why I'm drawing blanks this morning, but yeah, I used Sterling for a while. I liked Sterling a lot, and it's actually very popular amongst Asian traders, believe it or not. Folks who are from the Asian region use Sterling quite a bit, more so than Dash Trader. I sent you an email. Please read it. So the emails are all sent to our support team. If there's a specific request that was in there that makes it through the support team, then it gets sent my way. So hopefully it was something good. Hey, Rips, is there an inactivity rule on Top Step? I bought the Combine last week, but haven't started trading it yet. Not on the Combine level, because it's just going to continue to rebill until you pass it, right? So there's no interactivity. They're just going to continue to rebill you. But at the funded level, when you do an XFA, because it's a lifetime fee, it's a one lifetime fee, then yeah, that's what will trigger that whole 30-day rule. So if you don't touch your XFA within 30 days, they will actually close it on you. But that's very easy to mitigate, because all you have to do is flip a contract one single time, right? Just buy a micro and sell a micro, and it costs you about $2 or something like that. So yeah, that's what I would do. That's the only thing you have to worry about, the inactivity rule on Top Step. At the Combine level, don't worry about it. But once you get to the funded level, then you can worry about it. What squawk radio do you use? I use a lot of them. The one that I would try to use, I mean, I get this question a lot, and it's funny because somebody DM'd me about this like 2 weeks ago, and they're like asking me like every single day, and they're like, hey, what squawk should I use? And I gave them a list, and then they asked me again, I gave them a list. And they're like, which one should I use? I told them to use that. And then they followed up, like, I think it was like 3 days ago, and they said, I hate squawks. It's just like, trust me, most people do not like squawks. Most people absolutely hate squawks because it's just a lot of noise and they don't know how to filter through the noise. But look for one that has a free trial. I think Benzinga has a free trial. I think Live Squawk does. News Squawk does. They all have free trials. That's what I would look for. Find one with a free trial. That's what I would. That's what I'd look for there. What is that? The order book for gold at the top left? No, that's NQ. It's NQ over there. What are the rules on how many contracts when you first get funded at 150K? The scaling rule for the 150K starts out at 3 contracts, then it goes to 5, then 10, then 15. So 3 to start is the most that you can trade, but that's 30 micros now. So You can trade 3 minis or 30 micros there. Let's get these likes up early, folks. We have about 1,000 of you folks in here watching. Let's go get those likes up early. And I'm going to take a quick little restroom break. I'll be back in about 2 minutes. I'll be right back with you, folks. And we're back. We miss anything? Did we miss anything at all over here? On a 50K count, realistically, how many max contracts can one trade? I mean, there is a max. You can trade up to 5. 5 contracts is the max on the 50K. 10 contracts is the max on the 100K. 15 contracts is the max on the 150K. Good to see you there, Pie. My email was about asking you to stream your book map on YouTube so us broke people, me, could get a taste of it. LOL. Well, the problem is that, I'd love to do that, but I end up streaming in the Discord whenever I finish here, so there's no way for me to stream something to YouTube while I'm streaming to my Discord. So, unfortunately, won't be able to oblige there, Tommy. But, book maps YouTube channel might have a stream or something like that. So, holy crap, I actually just passed another 50K without realizing it. Wow. That was great. That's amazing. Congratulations there, GC Wolf. GC Wolf has been an awesome member of our community in here for months now. Love to see you, buddy. Love to see you crushing it. Good vibes this morning. There are max contracts for each, but what size should we actually trade? I see. Well, on the 50K, I'm partial to that one to say you should really be trading like 15 micros at the most. Realistically, 50 micros at the most. Clicking the stream goes round and round. Tried rebooting the entire system. Still doesn't connect. Any thoughts? Welcome. Obviously, I can access the main trading chat. Thanks. Luna, not Luna. Discount Shan Hacks. Any of our wonderful mods or anybody that could help out in here would really, really appreciate anybody who could help out Harbor in here with the stream. I don't know why Discord sometimes has that. Max contracts on a funded account for 50K. Again, the most you can trade on there is going to be 5 contracts or 50 micros. But I'm saying with a 50K, unless you have a huge balance, even with that $1,000 drawdown, it's one of those things where you should really be pacing yourself. You should really be taking it very, very slow. There's really no rush. We've had some amazing performances out of some folks here in Clubhouse where on a 50K account, they were able to generate $50,000 of real profit, right? And they were doing that on a maximum of 5 contracts, but they had a really good read on the market that day. The point is that you don't need to use a lot of contracts to make money. And that shouldn't be the goal. It shouldn't be like rushing out of the gate to try to make as much money as you can as quickly as you can. You know, unless your whole MO here is to flip accounts and try to do that whole thing. But, you know, if you're trading on Top Step, they're trying to fund traders that are looking to trade long term. They want to get people into the live accounts. They're not looking for people who are like flipping accounts and trying to do that. Obviously, they'll pay you out, but, you know, they're looking to find real traders that want this long term. Micros, talking about micros, 15 micros. So it's the same as doing 1.5 minis. So 15 micros is generally the largest size that I'd try to be approaching in that 50K. And you get comfortable with that because you can scale in and out of that position there. I made an app for Top Step X. I need somebody to contact me. If you say it a 4th time, then I can absolutely help you out. Oh, shoot. I accidentally banned you. Dang it. My bad. Is the Discord for everyone or is it like invite only and paid? I'd like to join. Here's the, here it is right here. If you check out the link right there, it will pop up with Nightbot there. Wait for it. Come on, Nightbot. Do your thing. Come on down, Nightbot. Where are you at? I don't know why Nightbot. Maybe Nightbot's doing something right now. Nightbot's too busy to talk to us. Nightbot's on a holiday right now. I don't know. When Nightbot collects their paycheck and maybe comes back, they'll post a link for you. Hey, Ribs, I discovered on Netflix about Bernie Madoff that is one of the founder of NASDAQ in the electronics way as we use today. That's crazy. He made good and bad then. He was also, I think, the chair of the SEC, if I'm not mistaken. My mind's broken this morning, by the way. Let me pull this up here. I want to go over to NQ because we are rolling. We are rolling on down. So NQ, we've been kind of chopping between just, you know, this is the London session here, just kind of chopping between not doing all that much. If we zoom out to the larger time frame here, we have a little bit more liquidity. We've kind of tapped into the ongoing point of control here. This is a visible range volume profile. We've tapped into this point of control and we have been kind of figuring out whether or not we're going to roll. Like I said, we don't have much news, but we do have some Fed speakers that I will talk about here since the first one's going to be up here in about just over, what is that, 23 minutes there. So there you go. We'll talk about that here in just a moment. Hey, Ribs, I have 3 XPAs and past 3, another 3 combines have not blown up yet. XPA, what happens to the 3 past combines? Will I be rebuilt after 30 days? So if you passed, Paul, combines, you're good. You're never going to have to pay another rebuild on them again, but you must pay that activation fee within 30 days. Otherwise, you will lose them. I didn't know that. I made the mistake of that myself months ago, but it's very important that if you want to keep those past combines, you just have to pay that 1 XFA fee and they'll stay waiting in the wings until you lose an XFA and they rotate one in for you. Don't ban Nightbot. I hope I didn't. I haven't seen Nightbot. I hope Nightbot's not upset here. The heck is Nightbot? Wait, is Nightbot even in here? What's going on? Hold on. Let me see. Let me make sure Nightbot's all synced here. No, Nightbot's in there. Where are you, Nightbot? Wait, let's see. Give me that command. I'm curious. Rose, can we look at crude? Yeah, absolutely. There we go. There's Nightbot. There you go. Everybody's asking about that. Crude, yeah. Hit our topping level of 79.70. Now coming down a little bit. So there was some news over the weekend. I don't know if you folks were paying attention to the geopolitical landscape, but there was an unfortunate death. The Iranian president had passed in a helicopter crash, but the notable headline was that Israel did not claim any responsibility for that, and in fact, nobody did, and it's still deemed as an accident. I know there was a lot of tweeting going on about that. There was a lot of conspiracy theories, but we have to stick with the news that's out there, and the global opinion right now is suggesting that there's absolutely no foul play. Helicopters are very dangerous, by the way. Helicopters are, I feel like, the most dangerous form of transportation. I mean, you have people that end up in plane crashes in private planes and survive them. I've not really heard much about. I mean, I've heard a couple stories about helicopter crashes where there are survivors, but yeah, I actually, one of my friends passed in a helicopter crash. We all know Kobe Bryant passed in a helicopter crash, and now the Iranian president has died in a helicopter crash. So they're dangerous forms of transportation. But yeah, rest in peace to all of those who have fallen, of course. But yeah, that was no foul play. So I know a lot of folks were rushing to say, it was this agency, it was this, it was that. Well, the news is reporting there's absolutely no foul play, and the global opinion suggests there is no foul play whatsoever. I was a helicopter electrician in the Navy, been on many flights. Very, very cool there, Todd. Would you agree with my assessment that it's the most dangerous form of aerial transportation? If we're judging it against other forms of aerial transport, maybe not an osprey, because ospreys are extremely dangerous. But what would you say? Parachute, yeah. But I'm curious about your feedback on that one, Todd, excuse me. Yeah, so Iranian President Kobe in the same sentence, didn't see that one coming exactly right. Wow, since the news said there's no foul play, there's definitely no foul play. Well, we have to go with what the news is, right? We can all make assumptions and everything, but we trade the news in here, and we have to just go off of what the news is. Pilots in the Navy know how to auto-rotate to land a disabled helo. Yeah, definitely. Never fly in heavy fog. Yeah, the region was very, very foggy, so... Let's get into the schedule here. Let's get into the schedule of the Fed speakers. So in about 15 minutes here, we are going to be hearing, you folks are funny. We're going to be hearing from Raphael Bostic, who is, in fact, we're hearing from nothing but voters today. NBV, nothing but voters, nothing but voters. So we're going to be hearing from all voting members of the Fed today. Just pulling up my headlines here. We're going to be hearing from all voting members of the Fed today. This whole week is basically the theme of the week is basically going to be Fed speak this week. I will go over the notable news releases, but it's going to be, in my opinion, just mainly focused around Fed speak and centered around Fed speakers. So we kick off the party in about 15 minutes here with Raphael Bostic. He's going to be giving the welcome remarks at the 2024 Financial Markets Conference. That is in Fernandina. It's a beach in Florida. All right. It's in Fernandina, Florida. I'm sorry if you're a resident there and I'm butchering the name, but that's going to be right at 8:45. And then at 9 a.m., we do get Chris Waller, who's going to be giving some remarks at the third conference on the international roles of the U.S. dollar hosted by the Federal Reserve. That's going to be at 9 a.m. That's Chris Waller. And alongside Chris Waller, right when he starts speaking, back in Fernandina Beach, Florida, back there is going to be Mr. Michael Barr, who is also a voter. You've seen the theme here. It's all voters all the time. All voters today, right? So we do have Mr. Michael Barr, who's going to be speaking at 9 a.m. back in Fernandina. And then at 10:30, we get Mr. Philip Jefferson, who's back again. And he's going to be speaking at the U.S. Economy and Housing Price Dynamics Conference before the Mortgage Bankers Association, the MBA. And that's going to be at the Secondary and Capital Markets Conference. So that's going to be at 10:30 this morning. And then finally, we get Bostic again at 3 p.m. this afternoon. He's going to be a moderator at a dinner session at that same financial markets conference in Fernandina. So at dinner time, they're having that at 3 p.m. Quite the dinner. I guess that's Fernandina. Okay, Fernandina. I just can. People over in that region are just like, Rebs, come on. So then we have, we have Bostic at 3 p.m. for the he's going to be moderating the dinner session, and then he's speaking again at 7 p.m., which is more like Oh, is that from the Californians? That SNL skit, the Californians. So we have Bosick that's going to be speaking at the dinner session. Sorry, you folks are cracking me up this morning. It's good stuff. Ribs is going to be on Top Step TV on Tuesday. Yes, Pie, we are going to be on Tuesday, and I'm going to be on with Coach Dakota, hopefully Island Mike as well, Andre Dolby, John Hogue, the whole crew. It's going to be a lot of fun. And then Wednesday in the evening, I'm going to be on Slow Markets with Coach Dakota. Did anybody see what happened to this? Speaking of Coach Dakota, anybody see what happened to the Nikkei last night? Anybody see this? Wowzers. Oh, I want to go to the 1 minute. It's more dramatic. It's more cool. Look at this. Wow, look at that. NKD just off like a bottle rocket. Anybody trade any of that, by the way? I'm curious. Did anybody actually trade? Nice assignment past the 100K combine. Let's go. Yeah, NKD went off the rails last night. I think it was like a almost 700-point move there, or over a 700-point move off the lows. Crazy town. Crazy. If you're trading NKD, you are a wild jackrabbit. Got murdered on that long. I'm sorry to hear that, Richard Harris. Yeah, we had basically everything perking up last night. NQ perked up quite a bit there as well. But we had a little perk and a roll, but now we are coming back down here. So we'll see if we have any trades setting up for us this morning. I would like to see if we have any commentary out of our friend, Mr. Raphael Bosick, which, by the way, is going to be in about 13 short minutes. So we'll be hanging out for that, waiting around for that. So that's the day today. Fed speakers, right? Fed speakers and geopolitical news. Now, I don't think it will happen, but let's just say that there is some kind of really crazy news that comes out. That can also sway the market. I mean, I'm not expecting any news. And also any kind of company-driven headlines that are going to be out. We had the Taiwan export orders having a positive reading out this morning, which is very, very good for the chips. Right? That's why we're seeing chips kind of holding up. We had NVIDIA kind of gapping up overnight. That's because of the Taiwan April export orders year over year was at 10.8% versus a 6.1%. This is the second straight positive reading, which is great for chips. So that's why we see stocks are up, SOXL, NVIDIA also up, Google seeing a little bit of benefit from that, Microsoft catching a bit as well. So that was the overnight news that we had affecting chips. So we'll see if that can carry things today. Holland says, how do I get Top Step for $19? Click the link in the description or in the pin to the top of the YouTube chat. Then go and select the 50K combine and then put in Top Step X. One word is the coupon code. No spaces there. Good morning there, Elon Musk. Good to see you. Hopefully you're taking a break there from building Cybertrucks and launching rockets, hanging out with us here in the morning. So yeah, that's the day today. Is very, very light on news. We do have that 3 and 6 month bill auction. We do have a lot of Fed speakers, but that's it. Then tomorrow, same deal. Not a lot of news coming out tomorrow. We have the Philly Fed non-manufacturing activity. Not a big ticket item here, right? You're seeing the theme. Not a lot of big ticket items this week. That's going to be due out at 8:30 in the morning tomorrow. We'll be trading that here live on stream together. But we do have Canada's April CPI numbers coming out at 8:30 for the land of Canada. That's going to be out. So CPI coming out from Canada. And also, I think, who's the other country? Is it Japan, Russia? There's another country that's reporting their CPI this week. I can't remember which it is, but I know Canada is reporting tomorrow. We do have the Red Book retail sales also out tomorrow at 8:55, which nobody cares about. And then we have the distillate inventories, the API crude gasoline distillate inventories out tomorrow. UK CPI. Thank you. So Canada and then UK. And then tomorrow we continue the whole reign of Fed speakers. We're going to wake up tomorrow and 4 a.m. we have Yellen speaking in Frankfurt. So we're going to have that already once we wake up, presumably, 4 a.m. Eastern time. That'll be like an hour before I wake up. Then we have Chris Waller, who's speaking again at 9 alongside Mr. Thomas barking. We also have John Williams, who's going to be speaking shortly thereafter. Bostic again, Michael Barr again, Bostic again. Same kind of deal. We get Loretta Mester, Susan Collins. We get a lot of folks that are on a big panel tomorrow evening. And then on Wednesday's probably going to be the biggest day, but after the bell. Why? Because we have NVIDIA earnings on Wednesday after the bell. We get the NBA mortgage applications Wednesday morning. We get the FOMC meeting minutes in the afternoon on Wednesday, and a 20-year bond auction that precludes that. But yeah, everybody, I mean, I get so many DMs often. Whenever you see FOMC, I get messages like, I thought FOMC was in June. What's going on? It's like, no. Listen. It's the FOMC meeting minutes from May. It's not a big deal. I mean, Jerome Powell is very forthcoming in the conference. I really don't expect him to be saying anything I don't expect there to be anything in the meeting minutes that he didn't already cover. So I don't expect any surprises there. I expect very little volatility for the meeting minutes, but I do expect some decent volatility for NVIDIA. It's going to be interesting to watch the options chain leading up into NVIDIA. And with NVIDIA being the third heaviest weight, remember, these are weighted indices. With NVIDIA being number 3 on the list, behind Apple, right? It goes Microsoft, Apple, then NVIDIA for the weighted index for the NASDAQ futures here, the NASDAQ 100. Well, if we see a run up to earnings, that's really going to affect the NAS here. And if we see Microsoft, following suit, we see Microsoft catching a bit. There's a thing in it's sector contagion. And if you have a run up to earnings in NVIDIA, you have people that are going to be buying NASDAQ futures. You could also have people being interested in buying Microsoft, because Microsoft's been a mover lately. It's trading 421 halves right now, 421.20. But you could have folks buying Microsoft calls as a contagion effect if we do see NVIDIA starting to run up into earnings. So watch out for that. And NASDAQ could be catching a bid specifically because of NVIDIA's run up to earnings. So that's something that we want to be watching this week. So Wednesday after the bell, and we don't know when they're going to be reporting yet. Sometimes they report right at 4 p.m. because earnings are NVIDIA's scheduled for after the bell here. They're also going to be reporting alongside Snowflake. Snowflake used to be an amazing trading stock during 2020 through 2021. I mean, that was a great 2-year period where Snowflake was just, oh man, what a fun trade that was. But I haven't really seen a lot of options activity out of Snow lately. But NVIDIA is going to be reporting after the bell on Wednesday. We do not know what time yet. But if it's at 4 p.m., there's a chance that we may be trading that, given it could be a very volatile event. And that's something that if they report right after the bell, we'll be able to trade that live on Top Step, because Top Step, as you know, you can't trade after 4:10 p.m. Eastern time. So if they report right after the bell, there could be an opportunity to trade some Top Step accounts on that. So we'll see. That's going to be on Wednesday. And on Wednesday, we really only have one Fed speaker, and it's a non-voter. It's Austin Goolsbee. He's going to be giving some opening remarks at the Chicago Fed Holding Company Symposium. So that could be interesting. He can move the markets around a little bit, even though he's a non-voter. As you know, Mr. Goolsbee likes to yap a lot. And then Thursday is probably the biggest. Well, I don't know. Friday actually has... Friday is probably the biggest economic news, but Thursday we have at least a decent amount of news. So if you're looking to take some time off this week, maybe Monday, Tuesday are your times away from the market, even though we're going to have a lot of Fed speakers here starting in 5 minutes, actually. But Thursday is actually going to have quite some interesting things coming out. We have Canada's housing market, NHPI, is going to be coming out, their housing price index. We get the jobless claims, as we always do on Thursday. That's going to be at 8:30 p.m. And we get the Chicago Fed National Activity Index, the PMI, that's going to be out, the preliminary PMI, rather. We get the new home sales for April. We get a 4 and 8 week bill auction, a 10-year tips auction. That's all going to be on Thursday. And then we also hear from Bostic in the afternoon. But on Friday, there's a one big ticket item that I'm looking for on Friday. And it's going to close off the week quite nicely here. And that's going to be the University of Michigan sentiment read, the final read from May. And they're going to give us the 1-year inflation outlook and the 5 to 10-year inflation outlook activity, whatever you want to call it. That's going to be out on Friday, but that's going to cap off our week there. And then, we have Chris Waller, who's also speaking on Friday. So Rips, I would expect a bit of volatility with options on Wednesday. Am I wrong thinking that? I think the lead up into there's going to be some volatility, as well as Thursday, the afterglow. Yes, you're not wrong in thinking that at all. Why is there a 410 cutoff when the market goes to 5 p.m., Rips? Just because they want to keep things clean. And if they didn't do that, you're inviting in a lot of nonsense. For instance, on TD Ameritrade, sometimes they will close same day option expiries at, I think, maybe like 1:45 or 2 p.m. Because they don't want to be left holding the bag, because you'd have to take delivery of those shares and it's multiplied by 100. It can be extreme. And they want to be able to allow their traders to trade. So it's to do with that. But also, there's also the question, why doesn't TopStep allow you to hold a position overnight? Well, they used to have an overnight account that would allow you to do that. And then there wasn't a lot of interest for it. They had a specific account for that, because specifically, you have to have a lot of equity in your account to support the margin requirement that is required for you to hold that. So imagine if they're like, okay, you can trade 15 contracts, but then your account has to be up to this amount. And then if it's not up to this amount, you're violating a rule and your account gets closed, and you have to have this much equity in your account to hold each single contract in this instrument. And if it's in the S&P minis, it's this, right? You still have people that come in and ask, and they say, how many contracts can I trade on the 50K account? How many imagine there's now another rule to add into the mix. It's just a lot less confusing like this. So there's other companies that do allow you to do it, and TopStep used to allow you to do it back in the day, but they don't allow you to do that any longer because they don't have a specific account for it. So long and the short of it is, we are rolling over heavily here. And we haven't even heard from any Fed speakers yet. So maybe the opening remarks got leaked. But it's going to be Raphael Bostic here speaking in about 2.5 minutes. Anybody short in NQ here? I am curious. Sorry, a bit late. Any impact of the T+1 settlement change for U.S. stocks and bonds? I don't know if we're going to see an impact in that, but that change is taking effect. I did get a couple emails from brokerages that I've traded with, and they were talking about that is coming into an effect. It's nice to see the plumbing of the stock markets being improved upon. So nice. Gary's short. Brian's short. Nice. Discount is short. Nice. Very, very nice. Looks like you folks nailed that. Short from 86. Holy smokes. What an entry discount. Give it up. That might be the best one. Up 1K so far. You folks are killers. Look at you. Well, I'd really like to hear from Mr. Bostic before I put on a trade here. This market is just rolling on down here. I'd like to see this breaking below that 45 level. There's a lot of resting liquidity that's down below that level there into those 35s. But yeah, this is a tremendous rollover right now. We're seeing the S&Ps break below this very nice inflection point as well. Do I use TPO? I used to trade on a TPO. I don't really use it all that much anymore, but I highly recommend. It's one of the things that if you have never learned how to read a TPO chart, it's one of the things that I would recommend that you do. You owe it to yourself to learn how to read a TPO chart. Your chart is stopped. I don't think so. I see it moving. Here, we can go into the 10 second, if that makes it any better for you. But yeah, it's moving. It's absolutely moving there. Yeah, we are coming straight on down here. S&Ps are breaking below the inflection point there. Caught that for a bit, then fat fingered the exit when I was trying to peel off just one contract. Hey, it happens to the best of us there, Spaster. Happens to the best of us. Held this one for a while flat on NQ. Let's see here. Trying to see this. Nice. Very, very nice. What are you trading off of? What is that? Is that a toss? Or looks like something like that. One of those funky ones. Yeah, a toss. There you go. Nice. How do you like a toss? You like that one? NQ Addict doing their best to get removed here. Oh, you don't have to ban them. The mod banned you. I'm going to give you a second chance. I'm just going to put you in a timeout for the rest of the day. How about that? Do a nice little timeout for you. You don't have to ban them. They just, their copy paste key was stuck. You love a toss? Yeah, a toss is a good one. All right, let's see if Bostic has anything to say to us here. Going to be listening in on Squawks. Getting a little bounce here at this inflection point in the S&Ps. I would love to see this be a nice weak bounce. Like a rejection off to 56 or so. We can get up that high. Let's see. You shorted the top move. Casey, that's a beautiful trade. Maybe rotate out of some contracts there. See if you can rotate out a little bit. But we're at a big inflection point here in the S&Ps. I want to see if this thing is going to continue to roll at all. We're trading back up into these 50s. Never trust futures not to boom back up. Yeah, that seems to be the theme lately. This is just kind of rolling over on air. I'm waiting to hear from Bostic if he has anything really to say. So we have a mobile app that should be coming out this week in Top Step X, and then we also have hotkeys that are going to be coming out for Top Step X. This could be very, very interesting to see. Top Step X still costs $149 for the activation. That is correct, Dean. All XFA accounts, no matter the size, all cost $149 to activate. I told you I made an app, you blocked me. And I can't even imagine why. But if you're blocked, how can I read your text? That begs that question. Bitcoin trading. How? Also, the caps are amazing, I must say. Incredible. I was trading the ES for the gap fill, closed it at previous day high. Very high probability we would revisit the previous day high, at least during London on ES. I would say 95% chance. Great read there, SW. Would I like to take a long from 43? Yeah, I see what you're saying there. We are pumping back up a little bit here. S&P still down here at that inflection point. Oh, shoot, they got banned again. I can't imagine. Ripsmod is on a good one this morning. Trading sounds like you're fortunate enough to be temporarily muted and still... Tell him, Coop. Rips, what was Bostic talking about at 7:30 Eastern? Was that something different? I didn't have that on my schedule. Yeah, I didn't have that at all on my schedule. I have him speaking at 8:45. Let me check the calendar here. Let me just make sure that I'm not going crazy. Usually I am, so... He was not speaking at 7:30. 8:45 is the time he starts speaking. So let's see if we have any kind of failure up here at 56, because this is where I'd like to see a potential reshort of this move. But markets are moving slow here. I'm not a big fan of slow market stuff. GC locking it up after passing that 50K. Probably a good idea, right? Yeah, I don't have anything left to trade. I'm good. Maybe trade the practice count. There's 56. Let's see if we have a rejection here at this area. This would be the area that I could see this rejecting off of. Then we could try to take this short down to around, 40 something rather. Does Bostic tell if he's long or short? We'll tell through his words. He still hasn't said anything yet. From TSX, Feds Bostic speaks. Yep. Well, we have all of those on our schedule as well there. Fade my trade. Can you connect Top Step X to TradingView? It's built in. TradingView is built in, but you can't connect Top Step X to your own TradingView. No, you can't. As far as I know, at least right now. Financial Juice shows 7:30, a bunch of Bostic statements, 7:35, 7:41. Let me check on my end here. Yep. Well, you're right about that. They just don't have it on my schedule. Yeah, you were 100% correct on that. That's interesting that they didn't show any of this until I have to pull it up here. Yeah, interesting stuff. So, Bostic coming out swinging early here. The next person who's going to be speaking is Chris Waller, and he's at a completely, entirely different conference. Thank you there for Zysoff and Bob Baker. I know your brother, Bob Barker. Legendary man. Yeah, you folks are correct. For some reason, I just had him on my schedule at 8:45. So he came out and he started yapping early. So perhaps he was trying to get the market to roll over a little bit earlier. Recommendations for journaling with Top Step integration. Depends on which platform you're trading off of, but you can import on most of those journaling softwares, right? Almost any of them will work. Do you know if Top Step X will be available on mobile? Yes, this week, JS Lee, they're coming out with a mobile app for Top Step X. Can you explain the withdrawal rule for Top Step? So any 5 days that you have, any 5, they don't have to be consecutive, and you can have as many losing days as you want in between. But any 5 days that you have where you make $200 or more, then you can take a withdrawal. You can withdraw up to 50% of your balance, and you don't have to take the full 50%. Let's see if we have a little short here. Put this on. Just a little short here. We're rejecting at that 60 level. I would love to add into this if we start to roll over and then especially break below those 50s. Let's see if we get any kind of bounce here that we can short even more into. We are kind of at that inflection point of the S&Ps as well. See if we can get through 50 to the downside here. Would really like to see this liquidity down there at 45 being entertained. But let's see if we can break through that 52 level first. That's what I'd be looking for. Nice little rejection up here as well. But this is lower liquidity. So we know the risks that we're running into on lower volume, lower liquidity. Have to keep an eye on S&Ps as well. I mean, the auction does find comfort being back at these 70s. So if we get back into those 60s and we kind of reject, that could be an interesting point for us to add. You haven't played round numbers like that on NQ? Yeah, I mean, NQ does like to respect nice round numbers. Does that 50% withdrawal count for EFAs or just live? It's all of the funded accounts. All of the funded accounts have the same rules. And it's XFAs. XFAs is what they call them for some reason. I know I get it. It's EFA, but yeah, I get it. See if we have this little break here. Looking for the 50s to trade out. I would love to see somebody coming into Slam Town. I want to see this breaking below 53.28 as well. That would be the area of interest that I'm watching here. So if we get that break below 53.28, we can get a little spicy. Maybe a little spicy rigatoni here. Accidentally closed my short. Oh no. What was your average there, Richard? Why is it so slow today? Lack of news. We don't have any news that's coming out here. Lack of news. Slow day. See if the market wants to roll over here. There we go. Nice little roll. Bar is talking. See if we can get a little bit out here. He wants to see tight policy, give it some time to have it do some work, which is good for this short. I just need to see us breaking below this level here. Watching. Overall, the economy is strong. Let's see if we can actually, I'm going to add into that, see if we can get a little tighter break here. Nice. Beautiful. Oh, don't do the whole dance here with the covers again. Don't do that to me. Don't do that to me again. Right when I press the button, then we get that little up jump, the boogie there, which I hate. Don't do it to me. That perfect read. See if we can get this little shake and shimmy here, though. Yeah, there are some folks stepping into these 45s now. Looking for this little snap into these 45s now. Just need a little bit of a lean into those 45s. There's a lot of people that want to get covered at those 45s. Kind of annoying. Stop being annoying. Chris Waller said nothing good. You heard that too. Come on. See if we can get through these players at 45. Get enough sell side to bring us on down here. How many times are we going to have this move play out, by the way? Where we put the cover in, then we get that long standing tail there. How many times is the market going to do that to us here? So watching for 45 to give out here. Tickle, tickle into that 45. He's talking about managing more risks here. I hate this little inflection point right now. See if we could roll these 45s. Scooting this up. That's what Michael Barr is saying right now is good. He's saying a lot of negative things right now. What a freaking disaster. See if we reject 50s here. Somebody's padding up those 50s, which is good. Watching here. See if they cap off these 50s, and I can actually get a little bit aggressive into this. See if they can send this right into the... Wow. Yeah, now we get everybody trying to cover that move there. All right, see if we can fade these 49s. Watching here. Such low liquidity. Go for this. There we go. Going for this fade here. Right below 49. S&Ps are right at that 5330 level as well. Adding for this retest on these 50s. I'll be back on Top Step TV tomorrow for fast markets. Okay, 49 tests. We just need to barrel through these 49 players. And we see somebody's willing to accept liquidity right there at 46. So we should be able to barrel down into this. Watching here. Okay, trying to cover right there. Got a little cover. 5 remaining contracts here. We should be able to get out a little bit more here. Watching. Slow markets here. So, I mean, we're like 10 seconds away from an injection of liquidity, 5 seconds away. This is like very, very, very tricky stuff here. Yeah, there's that injection. See if we can get this down a little bit. Just sit. Just wanted to sit just a little bit here. Waller not commenting on monetary policy. That's what he just said in his welcoming remarks. Might just have to cover here. Yeah, pulling out. Got to cover. What an exciting, exciting trade that was. So that's going to put us up $154. Exciting stuff. Had it dead to rights and just getting those wicks out. I hate slow markets like this. Very difficult to trade this type of liquidity with that type of size when you're just not getting those fills. All right, let's see if we have anything down here again. Retesting those 30s on the S&P. $154, that's a nice dinner right there, right? Exactly. Yeah, we had the right idea. Just market just gave us bad timing on that. So watching here. Rips, is there a way to show old orders on the charts and tops of X? It's coming. It's one of the things that's coming here. Yeah, I might have to get another blue mountain here since we are at the 9 a.m. hour. We might just wait until the open here. It's a shame. We were up about $3,000 there on that trade, and that last little wick, that little wick just did it to us. All right, I'll be right back here. Gonna grab a cold one. I'll be right back. And we're back. Yo, isn't the market closed today? No. I can't come up with a joke for you, but no. Why would the markets be closed today? That's next week. You're thinking of Labor Day or Memorial Day? Yeah, Memorial Day next week. Next Monday is Memorial Day. Here we go, folks. There we go. Beautiful. Holiday in Canada. Hey, there you go. Let's get a poll rocking and rolling here. See how many likes that we have here. We have 418 folks. Come on, smash that lucky like button. We got 2,000 folks in here. All right, we're at that 53.28 inflection point again in the S&Ps. See if we can get this little bit of a rollover here in the S&Ps. Would carry us down lower here in the NAS as well. I want to see what happens if we take this liquidity at 648. So extra significance to this Friday's trading, right? Positioning ahead of the long weekend. Yep, that's definitely on the docket. It's also going to be interesting to see what happens with NVIDIA on Wednesday. So let's see if we break down this 53.28 level here. We have about 200 contracts down there at 53.28. Got all your life. Thanks, Dana. Appreciate you. Thank you. Thank you. So I would like to see this slamming down into 32s. Yeah, 32 seem like a pretty decent area for some liquidity here. We do have an injection of liquidity coming in about 19 minutes. Yep, still a little gap there on the S&Ps as well. I do see that. We are kind of wicking down here, so a roll would be a nice drawdown, and we would get some violence here to the downside. So I'm just seeing if we get back into these 50s, I could add in a little bit more as well. Apple's starting to roll a little bit. Google's starting to have a little roll. NVIDIA's testing the VWAP here. The expectations for NVIDIA are really high. If they don't blow it out of the water, market is going to correct. It depends. You know, it all depends. Market's going to do whatever ruins the most retail traders out there. And whatever racks up the most fees for the institutions. That's what's going to happen. NQ long, target 666s. Good luck to you there, Noah. Hopefully all your dreams come true. Yeah, NVIDIA is kind of holding down here as well. If we do see some weakness up here, this is where I'd want to be adding at these 50s. So I'm watching up here at these 50s. Good morning, Alejandro. How you doing? All right, watching for weakness up here at these 50s now. Seeing if we can get a nice little pop into these 50s with some heavy orders overhead. If I see that, that's where I'm going to add into that. If I don't see that, we're just going to get out of the position. So we're right above this little liquidity shelf here. So there's some overhead, seeing if we're taking this overhead supply now. See if this is a weak swipe or not into these 50s. Just watching the slow liquidity here on the book map. And then once we get market open, this will be nice and clean for us, in my opinion. But I'm just looking to see if we have this nice little reject up here at these 50s. Right now, not looking like we're going to have that. So might get a little run here and that pop into the 60s first. So watching to see if we have a failure here. Okay, a little ad right here. One more ad. I want to see these 52s start to roll. thin bid here. See if we can tap in. If Nvidia started to get a little weak here, then I think that we could tap into this. We do have some bids that are kind of stepping up below us. We're absorbing that a little bit. Let's see if we have enough sell side to actually break back below 52 here. A little bit of traffic, a little consolidation here. Seeing if we get this rejection back underneath this 52 level. Watching here. Should have a little bit of an injection coming in here, about 3 minutes as well. Have to keep an eye on that. So I might have to reduce size here. We don't get this push into 52s right here and now. Watching here. Still just dragging our feet with this liquidity. God bless anybody who trains that London session or Globex. God bless you for doing that. I could never trade this. This type of price action is not my cup of tea personally. Watching this 52 test now. Still struggling at 52 break. Nvidia is still kind of holding here. It's not pushing up or down. Just kind of holding. Just a little barcode here looking for these 52s to give out. Some bids there again, 52 halves. Just want to see this clean little snap here, adding into that. Now we need that 50 break. Watching here. We ran into 50, a little bouncer at 50. Watching for 50 to break. We should have an injection here in 15 seconds. Yeah, some buyers are stepping in here, solidifying those bids off of that 50 here. Let's see if 52 can find some weakness again. Just chopping around like a 3-handle range here. Looking for weaker bids again here at 52. Adding into that. Again, we need to get through this 50. Didn't like the fill that it actually gave me there. That was nonsense fill. Yeah, not great there. Adding, anticipating this rejection there because there was a huge offer there at 55. So adding in, anticipating rejection. If I can get the right price here, right at 56, which is the earlier point of rejection, I can hammer that right there. Okay, let's see if we can pull out about half into 52. Watching here, this 52 failure again. Just need a little bit of pressing on that 52 and it should have a nice little pocketing roll. About 5 contracts below that I think that we can tickle into right here. There we go. There's that 52. Covering a little bit right there. Hate these little bounces that we're seeing. Hate this type of liquidity. It's the worst. Trying to get covers in this garbage, just nonsense. Let's see if we have any kind of pullback down. I'd love to see 50s given out here. So market's going to be opening in 12 minutes. Probably just try to peel this out here for the small profit that we got. Yeah, this definitely leaves a lot to be desired here. All right, we'll wait for the open here. See what that gives us. So much fun trading this garbage. All right, there we go. Got stopped out. All right, let's see what the commentary was here. Ripsmod was going crazy. Server Thanos, you need to stop out. If you're in anticipation rejection there, your stop should be right above. I can never understand your ads. Do you understand them now? Do you trade gold? Is much more volatile when NQ is slow. I'm not a big metals trader myself. Hey, Rips, I made you an app that automatically bans people that made an advertisement. Oh, that's funny. Now that we're all out of the position, we'll probably get that beautiful drop roll to 42s. What are you looking at as you trade? The depth of market and the time of sales. What did you do this weekend? Just relaxed. Caught a couple couch naps. Now that we're out, we will get this tremendous roll to 42. Pretty good chance of that. Why do you never trade the ES? NQ has more volatility, and I like the volatility in NQ. We do trade ES, though, from time to time. One Rips, how are you doing today? This is new week. Wish you the best week. Thank you. Best of luck. Thank you there. Hey, Rups, any update on your live account? Sorry to repeat my question. What would you like the update there, Waleed? What's the update you're looking for? I don't know what the question is. Couch naps are awesome. Anybody who disses naps needs to try them. I agree. Yeah, when the market opens, we'll probably get some nice liquidity trade here. Good old Rups. Yeah, that's my boy. Oh, I missed this question here in Discord. Hey, Rips, if I have two XFAs, if I have the two XFA after losing the third on Friday and some waiting to be traded, so do I need to email Tops if they auto-enable it sometime today? They will auto-enable it, and if you don't get it today, reach out to support. I mean, this is like literally chopping in a 5-handle range here. It's garbage. Can you only withdraw the funds you make on $200 days, or is it the $200 day? You can withdraw up to 50% of your account there, Jonathan. So whatever your balance is, if you want to. I wanted to know when we're going to get that live account action here, the one you said you're putting some funds into from the XFA. Well, the goal is to build up the XFAs to get that account up to 100K. So whenever that happens, we'll do that. I'll make sure that you are the first person to know there, Waleed. Why take naps on the couch? I use my better lazy boy. I mean, if you got a comfy couch. What would positive inflation data mean for the British pound on Wednesday morning? I mean, I think that it would probably go down. That's what I would think. But you have to understand that their central bank has been a lot different in their tonality recently since from the difference between our central bank here in the U.S. So, golf and naps together are serious to the best. Maybe you could do this. I did them simultaneously. Golf while napping. I'm an alpha, so naps for me. Yeah, I feel like couch naps definitely hit different. That's my opinion, at least. I think they do. In your experience, how close to the open should you definitely be flat? It depends. It's a good question. It really depends. I mean, if you're in a position like I was, I'm looking to reduce the position. I'm looking for a quick scalp there, and that's why I was adding so high, because it's like it's a now or never thing. If it doesn't reject 56 there, then I'm out of the position. I'm losing $1,000. So the indices went parabolic when interest rates went up. What will happen when they drop rates? Thoughts? Well, it's not that they went parabolic when the interest rates went up. They went parabolic when interest rates were going to be on hold, and then there's the prospect of the interest rates coming down. We expected 7 cuts. That's what caused the move to the upside. At this point, I might as well start drinking because this week is going to be slowly trash. Yeah. Was rereading 369 Journal this weekend, said Tesla and Einstein would take 2 20-minute naps every day. Is that Nikola Tesla, the real one? Those naps were more like meditations, tapping into their innate intelligence, creativity. Either way, power naps are great for us. I always do 20 minutes. 20 minutes is always set my my watch to 20 minutes. For some reason, that's my hot ticket there. All right, we are about 5 minutes from the open. Let's run a poll. Will the NQ end the day above or below we'll do 18,650 since this is what we want to chop around. Wow, there's your 45s. Nice little move, little boot scoot down there. There's your injection, liquidity 925 injection there. Good times. Good times. Rips, how's your shoulder doing? Thank you for asking there, Franny. Today's going to be the first day that I work out, and it's been the first day in a long time. I'm super excited about it. Coffee naps are super powerful. Drink a cup of coffee, then go to sleep, wake up when the caffeine kicks in 20 minutes later. There you go. Yeah, my target's 42s for the downside. We're trading 45s. There you go. How do you know when an injection comes? Watch markets for long enough, you start to pick it up. Whereas what liquidity levels on Bookmap is valid and which ones do you ignore? If you have resting liquidity that's not being moved around, it's usually pretty valid. But you don't know until we print into that liquidity whether or not it's real. How many cons your starter position? It depends. 1, 2, 3, somewhere in that. All right, we are having a nice little roll here. Nice little rollover. Markets are opening here in 4 minutes. 4 minutes. Do you follow dark pools? Yeah, when I traded equities, yeah. There's your 42. Hey, anybody hold out for those 42s? Curious. Anyone? Yeah. Nice. Good stuff. Nice. Nice job. Yep. And there they are. See, papi. A huevo. Very nice. Good stuff. So markets are going to be open here in 3 minutes. 3 minutes, folks. 3 minutes. 3 minutes. Make sure you're dropping a lucky like on the video. We have 2,000 of you people in here watching. Would love to see everybody smacking that like button. It's right down there. It's literally just right below the video. It's amazing. I love the Spanish story you shared. Yeah, it's great. I hit it hard in the like button screen. Oh my goodness. Want to hold out but cash out at 19.50 instead of 9.78. Way better to cash out early. There you go. Nice work, everybody. Good job. Yeah, NQ starting to roll. Everything's starting to roll. Boy, this looks like it's going to be a violent open, doesn't it? Oh, my, my, my. Oh, my, my, my. All right, we are 2 minutes now. 2 minute warning, folks. 2 minute warning. Hey, Rips, I passed another combine without TopSupX. Is there a way to use my accounts on TopSupX after passing? Email support. See if they'll accommodate you. I would assume they would want to. I would assume. Rip, where's the t-shirt? Any updates? Still coming. Still coming. Oh, it's still coming. I've liked and subscribed. Looking forward to hanging out and learning. There you go. Good on you. Anyone know if there's a light mode option for TopSupX? Light mode. Whoa. Get some sunglasses out. I don't know how you folks use light mode. It's crazy to me. Nice work there, Cabe. There you go. Nice trading. There you go. Beautiful. That's what I'm talking about. Nailing those targets. We're just getting thrown around by this market right now. Good times. 1 minute, folks. 1 minute. 1 minute. Coming in hot. Here we go. 1 minute. Get it while you can. Get it while it's nice and hot and toasty. Yeah, we got some major room all over the place here. I'd love to see this perk up before it goes down. That would be ideal. But will we get that? Probably not. Markets are never that kind to us. Good luck, everybody. Less than 30 seconds to go. TopSupX is open to the public and $19 per combine only. Today only. It goes away tonight at midnight, so get in while you can. That was a little bit of a perk up there. 10 seconds now, everybody. 10 seconds. Good luck, everybody. Good luck. Here we go. Nice little perk up. See if 40s give out here. $40 test. Adding into that. Looking still very, very weak here. Covering that. That wasn't nice. Right in our face. See if we can reshape this again. Trying to get too aggressive. Looking for weakness up here. NASDAQ, I'm sorry, I keep saying NASDAQ. NVIDIA kind of at this inflection point at the top side. So watching up here, that 56 level again. Amazon reversing, Meta going straight to the downside here. A little VWAP tickle here at 63. Just watching. Coming on up to these 67. Wow, I was going to say 61s. Now we're at 70s. NVIDIA's on the juice here. So we are seeing that potential run up into earnings here. This is a big inflection point in the NQ here up at 72. S&P's running into the VWAP. Meta's bouncing. Microsoft's hitting the juice here as well. Try something to the long side here. If we can break out of this 75 level, we have room all the way up to 85. See if we can get a little aggressive here on this. Watching here for this breakout. Want to see this push hold above 80s. All right, we're out there. So, a little bit of a reversal. That was weird that that order was just sitting there resting and not getting filled. So, a little rhythmic lag scared me out. Yeah, it's weird. I need to have this thing up that shows me my exact quantity in the trade. Kind of annoying. Yeah, now we're scooting. 90s are trading, looking for 18,700 here. NVIDIA is just on the juice, trading 945. Rally's coming from NVIDIA. Run up to earnings. We talked about this in the pre-market. Good to see you there, Rolando. I want to see 700s trade here. Took out half. Took out another half. I'm out there. Not a huge fan of how it's topping out. Looking for this blowout. Pull back to 90s is welcome. 95 quarters is an interesting inflection point here in the NQ. I want to see us strong above these 95 quarters now. Watching 700 blowout. Yeah, there's your 700 blowout. Nice move. Nice little squeeze watching this pullback. Adding into the squeeze into through 707 now. Taking out half. Nice. Covering that. All right. We are very close to passing these accounts. So NVIDIA hit 950 there. Nice job there, Davey. Watching for 707s to trade once more. NVIDIA a little pullback, but I think we still have this up to 707. There's your fives testing. What was our fill? Fours? Interesting. Somebody's trying to get filled at sevens. Let's see if we swipe this. It took a little piece. Let's see if we ram through this now. There we go. Should be able to take this lid up through fives now. Watching. Watching for the Riyadh. Get stopped out. So we're looking for 707s. We tickled fives, 2 points off. Trying this again. So there's your early pullback. 90s holding again. Watching here for 95s to hold. Point of control is right at 95. So push through this is super strong. Seeing if they're layering this into 95 now. Nobody wants to take 95. Interesting. Should be here now. There we go. Nice drive. Beautiful. Watching for 705 retake. Checking the 705 retest. Watching for sevens now. Too greedy at sevens, taking one off. Five seems to be their lucky number today. 95s and 705s. There's your sevens. Still looks like it's driving through sevens. Get through these sevens and we blow. Should pop right here at sevens. There you go. There's your pop. Beautiful. Sometimes you just nail it. Just like that. Beautiful. Stopped out. All right, take a little breather. That was a perfect read. You see how they took those sevens instant to 12? 5 handles. Doesn't get much better than that. What's the P&L? Let's see. $2,300. Sorry to disappoint you folks that are asking, because I know why you're really asking. Let's be honest. And I'm sorry. I apologize in advance. Not today. Not today. I apologize to you. Not today. Not your day today. Sorry. Maybe tomorrow, though. In fact, on that note, I think we should probably just continue trading the Discord. That's what I'm thinking. That's what I'm thinking. Oh, yeah, they do, Davey. They do. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Ripsmod had to work overtime, so that's what I'm thinking. If we had 1,000 likes, I would have stuck around, but yeah. All right, folks, I'm going to lock it up here. I'm going to continue trading in the Discord. I will see you all bright and early tomorrow at 8 a.m. And hope you folks have a great day. Good luck out there.